The global music scene is once again buzzing as members of the South Korean supergroup BTS continue to make headlines during their massive world tour. Following a series of spectacular, sold-out stadium shows in London, the group recently touched down in Munich, Germany, for the next highly anticipated leg of their concert journey. However, before diving straight into their rigorous rehearsal schedule and soundchecks, some members decided to take an impromptu and refreshing breather. Immediately after arriving in the picturesque Bavarian capital, Taehyung and Jungkook made a literal splash by heading straight to one of the city's most famous natural attractions. Without wasting any time unpacking at their hotel, the duo headed directly to the renowned Eisbach River, which flows through the pristine English garden. The river is famous worldwide for its cool, fast-flowing waters and its vibrant atmosphere, making it a popular spot for locals and adventurous travelers alike. For Taehyung and Jungkook, the inviting water seemed to be the perfect antidote to the exhaustion of a busy touring schedule and a flight from the United Kingdom. Witnesses and onlookers were delighted to see the global superstars behaving like regular tourists, eager to immerse themselves in the local culture and natural beauty of Munich. As soon as they reached the banks of the Eisbach, the excitement between the two global icons was palpable and entirely infectious. Both Taehyung and Jungkook looked incredibly happy, their faces lit up with radiant smiles that showed just how thrilled they were to have a moment of pure freedom. The heavy pressures of performing in front of tens of thousands of fans night after night seemed to melt away instantly in the crisp German air. They eagerly prepared to plunge into the refreshing, rushing currents, clearly anticipating the thrill of the cold water against the warm summer day. With boundless energy and a shared sense of adventure, they waste no time in finding a perfect spot to leap into the flowing river. Standing at the edge, they shared a quick, enthusiastic glance before fearlessly jumping from a high vantage point straight into the deep water below. The moment they hit the water, the air was filled with the sound of their loud, genuine laughter echoing across the riverbanks. It was a beautiful display of camaraderie and pure joy, reminding everyone watching that despite their monumental fame, they are still young individuals who cherish simple pleasures. They surfaced from the cool depths of the Eisbach with wide grins, splashing each other playfully, as the river's steady current carried them gently downstream. Taehyung looked particularly ecstatic, tossing his hair back and laughing heartily as Jungkook cheered enthusiastically beside him. The bond between the two artists was on full display as they swam, floated, and thoroughly enjoyed every single second of their impromptu aquatic adventure. It was clear that this spontaneous swim was exactly what they needed to rejuvenate their minds and bodies after weeks of intense traveling. While Taehyung and Jungkook were busy conquering the rushing currents of the river, their youngest group member, Jungkook, chose a slightly different way to participate in the fun. Jungkook decided not to join his older brothers in the chilly waters of the Eisbach, opting instead to stay dry on the safety of the grassy riverbank. However, his lack of physical participation in the swim did not mean he was disconnected from the joyful moment at all. In fact, he was entirely focused on his bandmates, watching their hilarious antics with a warm, affectionate smile plastered across his face. Holding his smartphone securely, Jungkook became the dedicated, official videographer for Taehyung and Jungkook's wild afternoon. He carefully followed their movements with the camera lens, capturing every single leap, splash, and burst of laughter in high definition. Jungkook could be seen moving along the edge of the river, adjusting his stance to get the best angles of his friends as they floated by. His laughter often joined theirs from behind the camera, proving that he was having just as much fun documenting the memory as they were creating it. The dynamic between the three youngest members of the group created a heartwarming scene that perfectly encapsulated their famous brotherhood. Even though Jungkook remained on land, his active role in recording the experience highlighted how much they love documenting their shared journeys. This casual footage will undoubtedly become a treasured addition to their personal archives, serving as a reminder of their carefree days in Munich. Fans who happened to spot them from a distance were deeply touched by how grounded and supportive the members always remained toward one another. The brief period of relaxation was a well-deserved break in the middle of what has been an incredibly demanding global schedule for BTS. Having just wrapped up a monumental series of performances in London, the group has been under constant international spotlight and scrutiny. Their concerts in the UK capital were hailed as a historic success, drawing massive crowds and receiving rave reviews from critics worldwide. The sheer physical and emotional energy required to deliver such high-caliber performances makes moments of downtime like this absolutely essential for their well-being. The primary objective of their journey from London to Germany is, of course, to keep the unstoppable momentum of their latest BTS concert tour going strong. Munich has been buzzing with anticipation for months, with fans from all across Europe flocking to the city just to catch a glimpse of the icons. The upcoming German stadium shows are expected to be a massive highlight of the European leg, promising spectacular production value and unforgettable memories. By taking this quick break at the Eisbach River, Taehyung and J-Hope managed to recharge their batteries right before entering intense final preparations. The Eisbach River itself is known for having a rather strong and swift current, which often requires a bit of swimming skill to navigate safely. However, the inherent challenge of the water only seemed to add to the excitement and thrill for Taehyung and J-Hope. They handled the flowing water with ease, turning the natural obstacle into a personal playground of fun and games. Their playful shouts and splashes drew admiring glances from local Munich residents, who were charmed by the foreign visitors' enthusiastic appreciation for their city's famous river. As the afternoon progressed, Jungkook continued to faithfully record his Hyungs, capturing candid moments that standard media cameras rarely get to see. He zoomed in on their shivering yet laughing faces as they finally climbed out of the water, looking thoroughly refreshed and completely happy. The bond shared by these artists is built on years of facing immense pressure together, making these quiet, joyful interludes incredibly meaningful. Jungkook's video will likely serve as a beautiful testament to the genuine friendship that keeps the group grounded through their stratospheric rise. After spending a good amount of time swimming and enjoying the cool Bavarian waters, Taehyung and J-Hope finally decided it was time to dry off. They wrapped themselves up, still smiling from ear to ear, clearly pleased with their spontaneous decision to jump into the Eisbach. The refreshing dip seemed to have instantly wiped away any lingering jet lag or fatigue from their flight from London. They walked back toward their transport, chatting animatedly with Jungkook, who was eager to show them the fun videos he had just recorded. The three idols looked perfectly relaxed as they left the park, blending seamlessly into the vibrant, youthful atmosphere of Munich. This short but sweet excursion into the heart of nature provided them with the perfect transition from the hectic energy of London to the exciting challenges ahead in Germany. It proved once again that no matter how massive their global status becomes, they still find the greatest joy in simple camaraderie. With their spirits high and their bodies refreshed, they are now fully prepared to take on the next chapter of their European tour. As news of their arrival and their playful river afternoon begins to spread among the local fan base, the excitement for the upcoming concerts has reached a fever pitch. German armies are deeply touched to see the members enjoying the local landmarks and experiencing the city so authentically. The positive energy that Taehyung, J-Hope, and Jungkook displayed at the river is a direct reflection of the joy they bring to the stage. Munich is officially ready to welcome the rest of the group and witness the unmatched magic of a live BTS performance. In the grand scheme of a massive stadium tour, a quick swim in a river might seem like a minor detail, but for BTS these moments are vital. It is these exact instances of shared laughter and casual relaxation that sustain their incredible synergy as a group. The memories captured on Jungkook's phone will undoubtedly be cherished by the members for a very long time to come. As they pivot from tourists back to global performers, the city of Munich stands ready to witness the full force of their musical artistry. The transition from the historic streets of London to the scenic landscapes of Munich marks another successful milestone in their ongoing global journey. Every city they visit becomes a canvas for new memories, And Munich has already provided a spectacular start with this river adventure. The dedication they show to their craft is beautifully balanced by their ability to let loose and enjoy life when the opportunity arises. This balance is precisely what makes them so relatable and beloved by millions of people across the globe. With the Eisbach adventure concluded, the focus now shifts entirely to the massive stadium, venue where rehearsals are set to begin shortly. The production team has already been working tirelessly to ensure that the German shows exceed all expectations. Taehyung, J-Hope, and Jungkook, along with the rest of the BTS members, will soon bring their unparalleled charisma and talent to the stage. The energy they gathered from the rushing waters of Munich will surely translate into an explosive, unforgettable performance for their European fans. As the sun begins to set over the beautiful city of Munich, the anticipation in the air is palpable as the concert dates draw nearer. The story of two superstars jumping into a local river while their bandmate proudly records them will remain a favorite anecdote from this tour. It stands as a perfect example of how BTS continues to find happiness in the journey, not just the destination. The stage is set, the artists are refreshed, and Munich is ready for an unforgettable musical experience.